Hello, welcome back. In this episode we're going to be looking at the basics of logistics pipes. So let's get to it. So the first thing that we're going to make is the assembly table. Now it's a fairly simple recipe. All we need to do is put obsidian down each side like this, redstone at the top, a single diamond in the middle, and then a diamond gear at the bottom. I won't bore you with the diamond gear recipe. I'm sure if you've been watching the series you know it by now. And there it is, the assembly table. So the next thing we're going to make is the laser. Now this is what we need to power the table. So what we do is we put obsidian here and here, diamond here and here, and redstone all around here. There it is, the laser. So let's go and set these up. So I'm up on the roof now, and this tower here, with this pipe in the top window that looks lovely, this is where we're going to be setting up the assembly table. So it's going to go right on this block here. So I'll show you how to set this one up. All we need to do is just right click the assembly table down, and there it is. And then we need to put the laser above it. So I've set this little system up here. You could probably do it a lot neater than this, and if you made a room similar to my auto crafting room it would probably look better. But you know, I've got a castle, so that's how I'm going to have to roll. Now what we're going to have to do with this is this needs to be powered, and this is Buildcraft, so we're going to need Buildcraft engines. So we're going to be using the good old faithful combustion engines. So I'm just going to put 4 of these around it, just like this. And there we go. So it doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Might make the ceiling white. That might make the whole thing look better. But if you're unsure of how to set up combustion engines, there's going to be a link in the top left corner about now. And that'll show you how I set all this up. All this is going to be running off my old water supply, which I used when I was making the oil itself. The fuel itself, even. So I'll just hook all this up and get it ready to fire, and I'll see you in a mo. So I've set up the cooling pipes, and I'm not actually going to be piping fuel into this. I'm just going to put a bucket of fuel in each one, because to be honest they run forever off the fuel, and it's just a waste if you end up putting it in here and you need it somewhere else and you can't get it out. So I've got this little ring. This will pump all the water in and keep it cool, so hopefully we shouldn't have any explosions. So all of these engines are fueled and they are full of water, so they're ready to go. I didn't mention earlier, but you don't actually have to make this laser and the assembly table to make the logistics pipes. This is just a cheaper way of doing it, once you get rid of the initial cost of these, but we'll have loads of these pipes, so it'll be worth doing it this way. And also this method involves a laser. So in my mind that just makes it better anyway. Lasers, good stuff. Anyway, let's crack on with this. So the assembly table, basically we are going to make chips with it. So we need to put redstone in one side like this, and gold as well, and then it will give us the option of what we want to make, and we want to make the golden chipset. So if we left click on that, all we have to do now is fire up the combustion engines and give it some energy. So we'll go upstairs and turn it on. So just got a load of switches. Let's get all of those on. There we go. Should be firing up. And just give it a second and we should have a laser. And there is the laser. One thing to note, if you do put it above it like this, the beam that comes out does tend to be a bit dark, and that is a bit of a glitch. It shouldn't affect the power. If you get a blue beam like this, that is running at maximum efficiency, which is pretty slow. This doesn't happen all that quickly. Bearing in mind this is just making one of those. So yeah, we're going to give this some time and we'll come back to it. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, as soon as it's done making that chip, it will just pop out and drop on the floor, unless you've got a pipe connected to it or a chest next to it. We're just going to put a chest next to it. It's not the best look, but it'll serve its purpose so we don't lose the chips. So it's finished making a few of these chips. We've got 4 of them here, so we are ready to start making our pipes. So let's go and do that. Okay, so let's make basic logistics pipes. So to make them we are going to need some diamond transport pipes, and I've got a few there. And what we need to do is you can either use gold gears or the chipsets that we've just made. So using the chipsets is much cheaper, although you'll have to have fuel for the combustion engines or use steam engines or something. So the choice is yours really. So to make it with the chipset, all you have to do is put chipsets either side like this, glass in all the corners, and then redstone torches above and underneath. And there it is, basic logistics pipe. So I'll just show you the other way, which is exactly the same, apart from you just use the gold gears. So just like that. There you go, you get exactly the same thing, it just costs a bit more. So now that we've got the basic logistics pipes, we're going to make the provider pipe. So to make this, all you have to do is take one of the pipes and put some glowstone dust on top of it. And there it is, provider logistics pipe. Another one we're going to make is the requester pipe. So take another pipe again, and then you can either put gold gears either side or the redstone golden chipset either side. So we'll just do the gold gears. Just like that. And there it is. So we're going to make one more type of pipe, and that is the crafting pipe. So another piece of basic logistic pipe in the middle, and then glowstone either side. And there it is. So let's go and set something up. So I'm back down in our auto crafting room, which last time we used it was a bit of a mess. But now we've got these logistic pipes, we can set it up slightly more intelligently. So what we're going to do is we are going to put a provider pipe on top of this chest. And we are going to put a crafting pipe on top of the auto crafting table. And we're going to put a request pipe on top of this chest. Oh, well, we're going to put it there. And then what we need to do is we need to hook it all up. And at every junction we need to put one of these logistics pipes, the basic ones. So we'll just put those in. And there you have it. So to set these pipes up, all you have to do is right click on them with the Buildcraft wrench. So if we click on this one, you can see this button that says switch, and this changes the function of the pipe. So you can have it leave first stack and last stack, leave one item per stack. It will be normal, that means it will just pull out whatever. But we're going to leave it on leave one item per stack. So that just means that we won't completely run out of stuff in here, and it will leave one of each item per stack. So that's probably the best way to set it up if you're running off your normal chests, because then you've still got samples left to condense. So the next one, the crafting pipe, I've set this one up as well. And I've set this up so it inputs copper and rubber and outputs copper cable. I've also set the recipe up in here so it knows exactly what it's doing. So all we need to do is come to the request pipe here and right click on that, and it shows us what we can request. So let's just do a basic one first. So let's just have, I don't know, we'll have 9 pieces of rubber. And you can see they whip down the pipe, no hanging about, straight in the chest, 9 pieces of rubber. So if we click on the copper and we request, we've got to request in 6s because that's how it comes. So we'll request 12 of those, and you can see it feeds in, and wait for it, there's 6 of them, and there's our 12. So pretty amazing. So this is just a basic setup for it, and we'll be moving on to more advanced things in upcoming episodes. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!